Today we're going to wrap up John chapter 8, verses 31 through 59. We're going to close this out with Christmas coming. I want to talk about family resemblance. Who do you look like? Who do you act like? Who do you speak like in your family? Now, the Jewish leaders in Jesus' day held tightly to the fact that they were children of Abraham. That was their identity. It was their culture. It was who they were. It's what set them apart from the rest of the world. They were the children of Abraham. And they wielded this as some form of power and certainty. It was like a label over their lives. And what Jesus does in this passage is he disrupts all of that status. He says, that's actually not what matters. Your bloodline, your genealogy on the tree, that's not what sets you in God's family. It's, do you actually resemble the Father? Do you resemble your Father in heaven? Because Abraham wasn't special because he was Abraham. Abraham was special because God established this special relationship to use Abraham to build up generations of people who would bless the whole world with their godlike behavior. That through them, God would make himself known, that God would repair the things that were broken, and that God would seek out and save the lost. But the children of Abraham had lost their mission. They'd lost their call and thought their status was something to hold on to. We don't identify as children of Abraham in the church as like a status symbol, but I do think sometimes we use the label Christian to mean certain things. Like, well, I'm a Christian, therefore fill in the blank. Or I go to church, therefore fill in the blank. And we walk around with this rigid status as though it sets us apart and makes us special. And I think what Jesus is saying is, who do you look like? You know, when people look at you, do they see your Father? Do you resemble your Father in heaven? Do you resemble Christ in your actions, in your words? Mostly, do you resemble Jesus in the way that he loves? So as you prepare for the holiday, 2 days left, I think, at this point. First of all, we hope to see you at Christmas Eve. But as you prepare to make room for this baby being born into the world, I wonder, who will you look like around the table with your family? Will you look like the parents and grandparents who you were born after? Will you follow those same patterns in your family of origin, the broken ones or the whole ones? Or are you walking in the way of your Heavenly Father? Do you overcome evil with good? Are you able to quiet that sarcasm and cynicism in response to a statement made over dinner? Are you practicing gratitude to the one who gave you breath and life? Or are you focusing on what's not there and what's missing and complaining? Who do you look like? Do you look like the people who came before you? Or will you resemble your Heavenly Father this weekend as we usher his kingdom here on earth once again?